Advocare brings you our moment of the match. FC Dallas lost in the season opener of the Texas Derby, 5-0 to the Houston Dynamo. But the best thing about that trip to Houston was all the loyal FC Dallas fans that made the trip down I-45 to support their favorite team. BBVA Compass Stadium was swathed in red as they were there to support the visiting team through the very end. We are back on FC Dallas Extra Time, brought to you by Toyota, here with Tesho Akindele. And Tesho, I'm not going to lie, finding a moment of the match against Houston was a bit of a challenge. You even helped us produce that segment because you're like, focus on the fans, because they did come out, didn't they? Yeah,
it was huge. I mean, even driving up to the stadium, we were coming around the corner and we saw them tailgating in the parking lot, and there was so many of them. Is really impressive. And when we walked the first step onto the field, you could just hear their fans and our fans, and their fans tried to drown our fans out, but they outnumbered them, outpowered them, so it was a great thing for them.
Well, earlier in the show, we discussed the silver lining of a loss such as that. And FC Dallas lost to Colorado last year 4-0, and over the course of the next 5 games was unbeaten, going 3-0-2 over the next 5 after that loss. And as we look to find some silver lining after a performance like the loss to Houston, what was Oscar Pareja's message in the locker room after the game?
That exactly was his message. We usually start off the season hot. This year, obviously, got cut a little bit short, but he said last year, we were on a streak. We lost a huge game at home, and then we bounced back. And he says we need to take that same energy and the same focus into the rest of the season now and just bounce back from it. Honestly, we're looking forward to playing Houston again and changing the result.
Yes, and we are all looking forward to that next matchup in the Texas Derby as well. Well, members of the FC Dallas Academy had a phenomenal opportunity to play against the Oklahoma City Energy, FC Dallas's USL affiliate. Carter Baum has more in this week's FCD Next, brought to you by Chase.
FC Dallas's opening day win over the Philadelphia Union was just the start of the fun 2 weeks ago. After the first team game was over, it was the reserves' turn, facing new USL affiliate OKC Energy FC. 5 members of the FC Dallas Academy filled out the reserve roster. Weston McKinney, Paxton Pomicall, and Mark Solis all earned starts in the friendly, while Jesus Ferreira and Devin Vega came on in the second half to get their first taste of professional soccer.
It was a great experience. To really go out there and play against them and see how it feels, to kind of give it a taste of what it would be like at the next level, and hopefully I get a chance to be at the next level soon.
In the actual game versus a pro team, it's a different element, because now they're playing against guys that are doing this for a living and they want to beat you. And so the mentality is a little different. So now they've got to really dig deep and show personality and show that they deserve to be there, with the support of their teammates from the pro guys that are involved in those games.
It's really tough because they have that advantage. Obviously, they're older, they're more experienced, they're faster, they're stronger. But I really like playing around all these great guys, especially since they're professionals.
The FCD reserves were able to pull off the opening day victory as well, with a 2-1 result over Energy FC. For FCD Next, presented by Chase, I'm Carter Baum.
Thank you, Carter. And I think the great thing about the FC Dallas Academy, and you can speak to this, is the opportunity these young kids get.
Definitely. Every single training, there's at least 1 or more academy players playing with us, and sometimes during the week we'll do like a full 11v11 scrimmage against the academy, so they're definitely involved in what we're doing and getting that first team experience.
And every MLS player has an opportunity to succeed because in part of their experiences in youth soccer. And you had a pretty special experience growing up playing youth soccer, didn't you?
Yeah, my dad was my coach from the time I was 11 till I went to college when I was 18, so he definitely shaped who I am as a player, for sure.
So what was that like? Because I'll be honest with you, I'm coaching my daughter's 4-year-old team, and I want to I focus on her, and I'm probably a little bit tougher on her. Did your father have that experience with you?
Yeah, I'd say he was tougher on me, but it kind of prepared me for situations like, even now, when Oscar's yelling at me, I'm thinking, well, he can't follow me home and yell at me. So, it's going to end sometime with my dad. We'd be driving home and he's still talking about the game. So I think it prepared me for any tough coach I could have in the future.
And what's cool is that these kids are having that exact same experience you did, and that exact same feeling. So you know what they're going through.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that I'm kind of on the other side of that now. And then, we got home from the game the other day, and there was kids, lined up trying to shake our hand, and it's such a good feeling to know that we mean something to those kids. It means a lot to me.
I love that. Such a good story. We are still going strong here on FC Dallas Extra Time, brought to you by Toyota. Coming up, we talk about good stories. FC Dallas is doing something really good to benefit the Boys and Girls Club of Collin County. Find out the details on that. Plus, one of the greatest of all time is expected to make his 2016 debut tonight in Frisco. We'll dive deeper into FC Dallas's matchup against Montreal. And you'll hear from goalkeeper Jesse Gonzalez. He's only 20, but he understands the responsibilities of being a starting goalkeeper in MLS. Stick around. FC Dallas Extra Time, presented by Toyota, returns right after this.